Alright, I've covered quite a few segments about holidays throughout my time in LTV, from great mainstream ones like St. Patrick's Day and Halloween, to the fun yet unfortunately passed over ones like Yule and my personal favorite, Mole Day. But today is something else, a topic so controversial that nearly all individuals themselves can rarely keep a consistent view on the day. That's right, we're talking about Valentine's Day, where most singles hate it and most couples love it. Well, probably like half the couples. The day of love and romance, enjoyed and hated by many. I will be Jack Conlon, and this is Hit the Road, Jack. Before we get too far in, let's see where Valentine's Day comes from. Valentine's Day comes from a Catholic Saint Valentine, but the interesting part is that there were actually 3 Valentines all from the same time period. One origin comes from the Valentine that opposed Emperor Claudius II's decree that no young men shall be allowed to marry. This was because he believed that single men without families made for better soldiers. But when Valentine continued to marry young couples together, the emperor went just a bit extreme and had him executed. However, many claim the holiday was actually named after Valentine of Terni, who coincidentally was also executed by Claudius II. And then our third potential Valentine was said to have been imprisoned for freeing prisoners, and was the first person to actually send a Valentine according to legend. He was seen much more as a romantic than the others and sent his letter funnily enough to his jailer's daughter, and apparently signed it "From your Valentine." As for these 3 Saint Valentines, who all happened to live in the 3rd century and in Roman territories, it is said that the holiday was named after Saint Valentine of Rome, who we covered first. But the holiday now has likely drawn inspiration from all 3. Now that we know the origin of Valentine's Day, let's get into the romantic and love aspects of the holiday, because who else but Jack Conlon is better suited for that? I mean, seriously. I'm irresistible and obviously quite the charmer, as you can all tell. I did roll a natural 20 for charisma in D&D once. Doesn't get much better than that. But enough about me. Let's focus on the main person of Valentine's Day. And no, it's not a 4th Valentine. While Christmas is about Jesus and St. Patty's is about Patrick, we must all admit that they're not the ones you think of when you think of those days. As Santa and the leprechauns steal the show on those days, Cupid upstages Valentine on his day. Cupid is the Roman god of desire, erotic love, and most notably, attraction. But Cupid is the Roman god, and if there's anything I know about Romans, they love to rip off the Greeks, and how I do love Greek mythology. The Greek counterpart to Cupid was named Eros, and was the beloved son of Aphrodite. He is most known for his bow and enchanted arrows that make people fall helplessly in love, and consequently become quite the creep in turn. He is also known for his own story of love with the mortal known as Psyche, who was said to even be more beautiful than Aphrodite herself, and so you can probably guess that she was going to get targeted for that. She was so attractive that no one dared to actually ask her out, so when asking the oracle what to do, she was told to be placed at the top of a hill where she would meet a monster that even the gods feared, and she would marry him. Great, right? The monster turned out to be Eros, who hid his identity from her, and one night she wanted to see him, so she brought a candle to where he slept and ended up accidentally burning him, which scared him off since he felt betrayed. Eros did love her because, ironically enough, he got pricked by one of his own arrows while seeing her on a mission where Aphrodite sent him to go mess with her instead. Aphrodite then became the most overprotective mother in history, and did everything in her power to keep Psyche from seeing Eros again by presenting her with trial after trial, which she would actually overcome each and every one in the end. During the trials that she is miraculously beating, Eros is feeling better, but is still being confined thanks to Aphrodite. During her 4th and final task, she ends up dying, but Eros breaks free and takes her body to Olympus and fixes that problem, and then for a bit of a bonus, the gods make her immortal, and the two get married. Surprisingly happy ending from Greek mythology. That's really rare. Anyway, I'll stop wasting all your time now. I will be Jack Conlon. This was Hit the Road, Jack, and sorry, no, I'm not single.